Howdy y'all. Range day with the Model 20 after all the pillar bedding and trigger work, all that stuff. So we've already been shooting it. We got it on paper, which it didn't need much adjustment, so changing all the bedding didn't really change the stock hardly at all. What I want to do right now is I want to run some range footage of how I rim sized or check the rim sizes on these bullets. Right now I'm shooting standard velocity, and then we're going to shoot some subsonic, and I got a color system here. Show that range footage right now how that worked. Okay, so we did a little rim sorting. I wanted to start out with something that I kind of know. The only bulk ammo I got, I don't think that stuff would shoot great in the highest dollar, best gun there is, you know. It's a federal, but it's bad. I say it's bad. I may get some of that federal auto match and try that. I'm sure I will. But anyway, so I started with these two. This is what we're going to take to the range. We set up our rim thickness checker with our gauge. It's dead on 43. And I started with standard velocity, and it's kind of strange how this worked out, but these here are between 43 and 42. The green ones are 42 to 41, and these are actually 41 to 40. So that was the variance on those. Let me move this over here. Now this is Subsonic, and it's kind of weird. It's flipped on me. These are 40 to 41. These are 41 to 42, and we got 42 to 43 here. So basically kind of flipped the amount of how many we had at the smaller dimensions, you know, and then the mid-range, and then on the high end. So now these are Subsonic hollow point 40 grains at 1050, and the standard velocity is, you know, round nose 40 grain at 1070. So only 20 grain or 20 feet per second different. Supposedly the same weight, but one's a hollow point, one's round nose. So this is what we're going to start with at the range. All right, so I've already shot 5 strings of 5 with the 41 to 42 headspace or rim thickness. So right now we got 42 to 43 in here now of the standard velocity, and we're going to shoot some of that. Move the camera a little bit here. Only thing I don't like about this new range, kind of cumbersome to set up camera. And pardon me, I'm at a public range. seeming like first shot. Every time I put a clip in or a magazine in, first shot's off for some reason. Alright, that wasn't the greatest of the groups so far, but we're going to shoot a bunch more and we'll be back. It's definitely there's an improvement there. I'm seeing where it's wanting to shoot better. Me, you know, I pulled a couple. Then you just have some that's just like, what happened? I mean, just way off in the middle of nowhere. But the majority of those standard velocities, that wasn't too bad of a group. So we're going to start with the Subsonics now. These are hollow point, 40 grains. We're going to start with the 40 to 41 rim thickness. Shooting at the far left target, and it actually fell off the paper. That's in the blue, or close to it. Same hole. A little higher there. Two in one hole, two in another hole, and the first one was way off to the left. Alright, we'll be back in a little bit. Alright. I think she's a lot better than she was. No, not perfect, but you know, like I say, she's not a bench gun. She's just a off-the-shelf type of gun. Definitely, I think, seen improvement, especially with the standard velocity. The Subsonic, I just quit shooting it because it wasn't giving me any kind of groups whatsoever. So we'll get the targets, do a bench review on it. So we'll do that right now. All right. This is the 10 shots with the 40 to 41 rim thickness of the standard velocity. And that's side in. I wasn't for sure where it was going to hit, you know, after changing everything. I had actually, the first shot was right there. Then it kind of started migrating down a little bit. So last few shots were right down here, so I clicked it up a little bit and clicked to the right a little bit, and then we shot a 5-shot group. Let me get a white piece of paper. I don't know if that's showing up better or not, but so we moved over to here, and this is with the 41 to 42 thousandths rim thickness on the standard velocity. We got 1 and then we got 4. We got 1 and then 4. Here we got 2, 2, and 1. And then all of a sudden it just goes all over the place. And then I shot once, and then the next 4 was right there. So then we moved to the 42 to 43 rim thickness. Kind of a big spread there. And then we got 4 and 1. And we got 4 and 1 over here. Then again, all over the place. And then we got next one that's not too bad. So then we moved over to the Subsonic. We started out with the 41 to 42 because that batch only had 41 to 42 and then 42 and 43, I believe. I may be wrong. But first shot was over here. Then you got 2 and 2. But then it went all over the place. Actually, I want to say actually this was 4 and that was one of them. Yeah, that's where it was. Then you got 4 over here, and I think one of them came way down here. It's like, what the hell, you know? So I quit shooting that, and I tried the 42 to 43 rim size, and I got this group here, and then 4 of them here. I don't even know where the 5th one is now, to tell you the truth. Kind of lost track. It's like, no, that's just not going to get it. So, changed targets during ceasefire, and I went and got the last. I only had 5 of them of the 42 to 43 thickness on the Subsonic, and that was the first shot, and then these 4. So it just wasn't giving me any consistency. So we went back to the standard velocity, and this is all 41 to 42 rim thickness. Got a decent group there, and we got a really good group there. Kind of open back up, and then another decent group. Move over here, and had that group. And then we only had 4 were left of those, so we hit those 4. So then we went to, I only had 6 of the 42 to 43 thickness on the standard velocity left. And that was that group. I mean, if I could shoot this group, you know, I'd be happy with these 2 groups right here. But, you know, obviously they got a good group there. But we just got to find the ammo it likes, is what I think is happening now. Okay, so what have I done so far? Recrowned the barrel, adjusted the head space, pillar bedded the action, put us a good scope on it. I like that scope. think with the right ammo, it's going to work. Now, I just need to find the right ammo. We got plenty of time to do some more range time with it, and we'll definitely be doing that. We'll try some different ammos, CCI mini mags, and whatever else I can find. I'd like to. Everybody seems to be pretty good with that auto match, federal auto match. So I may pick up some of that. So we'll see what else I can find. So, anyway, I appreciate everybody watching this and guiding me through all this stuff. You know, watching everybody's videos of what they're doing with their guns. And I've never pillow bedded anything before, so, or any bedding at all, really. So I've really enjoyed doing it. I've done a lot of gunsmithing. You know, I've set back barrels, rechambered. I've done all kinds of other stuff. But this is the first time pillow bedding something, and that trigger now. It's enjoyable to shoot now. But before it was like, you know, you squeezing real hard, you know. Now it's enjoyable to shoot. So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching.